at a hotel, the receptionist slipped me a room key and said, "Don't go to the one you booked." 5 minutes later, I heard screams from my door. I was checking into the Marriott in Portland for my husband's 40th birthday surprise. We'd been married 12 years, and I'd saved up $2,300 over 6 months to recreate our honeymoon weekend. I even flew in early from Seattle, told him I had a work conference in Chicago so he wouldn't suspect anything. Room 408, the exact same room from our honeymoon in 2012. I'd requested it 3 months in advance. The receptionist looked maybe 25. Blonde ponytail, name tag said Jessica. She pulled up my reservation, and I watched her face change. First confused, then her eyes went wide, then she looked like she might throw up. She started typing so fast I could hear her nails clicking on the keyboard. "Mrs. Chen," she said quietly, glancing around the empty lobby. "I'm upgrading you to our executive floor. Room 412, no charge." I smiled, pulling out the printed confirmation email. "That's really kind, but I specifically booked 408. It's where my husband and I stayed for our..." "Please." She leaned across the marble counter, voice dropping to barely a whisper. "Just trust me on this. Don't go to that room. Take 412. The way she said it made my stomach drop, like she was warning me about something. I opened my mouth to ask why, but she was already printing a new key card, hands shaking slightly. I took it. "Is everything okay?" She just nodded, not making eye contact. "Have a wonderful stay, Mrs. Chen." Room 412 was just 2 doors down from 408 on the same floor. I could literally see my original room from my doorway. I rolled my suitcase inside and started unpacking the decorations I'd bought. A happy 40th David banner from Party City. Those cheesy gold balloons that spell out the number 40. Photos of us from the past 12 years printed and mounted on cardstock. I'd even smuggled in his favorite bourbon, Maker's Mark, the bottle he bought on our actual honeymoon that we never finished. Found the same year on eBay for $180. I was standing on the desk chair trying to hang the banner when I heard it. A woman's voice in the hallway, loud and sharp. "Are you kidding me right now?" Then shouting. A man's voice trying to calm her down. I froze on the chair, banner still in my hands. The voices were getting louder, closer. I quietly stepped down and cracked open my door about 2 inches. The screaming was coming from room 408. A woman, maybe 30, standing in the doorway wearing nothing but one of those white hotel robes. Her hair was wet like she'd just gotten out of the shower. "You told me you were divorced. You said the papers were finalized in March." Then I heard him, my husband's voice, the same voice that told me "I love you" on FaceTime last night. "Babe, please, I can explain this." "Explain what?" She was crying now, mascara running down her face. "You're literally wearing a wedding ring, David. I can see it from here, you lying piece of..." My hand went to my own ring, the one that matched his. White gold, engraved with our wedding date inside. I should have burst out there. Should have screamed, but I couldn't move. I just stood there in the doorway of room 412, holding a happy 40th David banner, listening to my husband try to calm down his girlfriend. "Let me get dressed and we'll talk about this downstairs," he was saying. "Just give me 2 minutes. We've been together for 8 months, David." 8 months? Was any of it real? 8 months. I counted backwards in my head. That would have been right after our anniversary trip to Vancouver. The trip where he seemed distant, kept checking his phone. I quietly closed my door and sat on the edge of the bed, still holding the banner. The bourbon bottle sat on the nightstand, mocking me. All those months saving money. The elaborate lies to coordinate this surprise. The receptionist had seen his reservation. David Chen, room 408, same dates as mine. She'd seen him check in earlier with another woman and somehow put it together when I showed up with the same last name. She'd tried to save me from walking in on them. My phone buzzed. A text from David. "Hey sweetheart, how's Chicago? Miss you already." I stared at it for a whole minute. Then I typed back, "Hey babe, flight got delayed. Won't make it until tomorrow morning. So sorry." His reply came in less than 10 seconds. "Aw, that sucks. It's okay though. I'll just order room service and get some rest tonight. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Love you." I screenshotted it. Then I carefully packed up every decoration, every photo, the banner, the balloons still in their package. Took the 180 bottle of bourbon. I left it all on his windshield in the parking garage. His black Audi that I'd made 6 years of car payments on while he built his business. Everything arranged neatly with one note attached to the banner. Room 408. I upgraded myself to a divorce lawyer. The bourbon's for me. Your wife of 12 years. I drove home to Seattle that night. He called 47 times. I didn't answer once. The receptionist Jessica? I sent her a $200 Visa gift card and a thank you note. Some people are worth more than they're paid.